colleague of my mother told her this story, and I got instant goosebumps when I heard it. Also, I am a native speaker, so sorry if I make any mistakes. My mom's colleague lives alone. No partner, parents, or children, just a dog to keep her company. But every year during the summer holidays, she invites her cousins, so her sister's children, to spend an evening with her. They then watch movies, play games, and eat candy. The children absolutely love it. As she lives alone, she has one bedroom. When she's having a sleepover with the cousins, she lets the children sleep in that bedroom, so she has herself. When she's having a sleepover with the cousins, she lets the children sleep in that bedroom, and she sleeps on the couch downstairs. So last summer, she organized a sleepover with the cousins as usual. It was fun, and she had just put the children to sleep in her bedroom. Tired but satisfied, she plopped down on her couch and soon fell asleep. Around 3 a.m., she was woken up by her dog barking restlessly. This was quite abnormal because her dog never barked at night. Still half asleep, she got up from the couch and walked over to her dog to see what was going on. She bends down to pet her dog and says, "Hey, what's wrong, buddy?" As she says this, she hears someone behind her in the darkness respond, "I don't know either." She started screaming and immediately ran upstairs to lock herself and children in the bedroom and called the police. In the end, it turned out to be just a drunk man who had entered the wrong home. But man, I would crap myself if this happened to me. This happened around 2018, right after my sister moved out of our apartment together. I was home alone on my day off when someone knocked on my door. No one ever visits, and I have anxiety, so that was terrifying on my brain already. I answered, and it was a woman who lived in one of the basement apartments. She seemed nice at first, asking if I wanted any clothes she was giving away because they weren't her style, but supposedly matched mine perfectly as a young woman. That was already a red flag in my mind because the only time I've ever saw her was when I was walking to work, wearing my uniform of a black shirt, black pants, and black hat. But I let her talk because I'm super awkward and hated being rude to technical strangers. Then she started getting pushy and listing off super expensive name brands to try to get me to her apartment. Old small building, no cameras, and I lived on the second top floor, which would be down what I called the creepy stairs and next to the door to the back lot no one used. Then I realized she was holding a notebook open with a script of what to say. I continued to reject, but my anxiety wouldn't let me close the door on her face without fear of lashing out. She kept insisting until I finally told her my boyfriend was going to be home soon and suggested she donated them. My boyfriend wasn't going to be home for many hours, but she didn't need to know that, obviously. She leaves and I go back to my room, which has a window facing that back lot alley. A few moments later, I hear a fight happening in the lot and see her with the previous, he was already fired at that point, maintenance man. It's a loud, screaming fight, and they're standing next to his truck, which has tinted windows and a covered truck bed. My paranoia went a little wild, so I texted my family about it to feel safer. Then, I believe he left, but a little while later, something hits my door hard. I didn't check, just stared. Then it happened again and again, all night until my boyfriend came home. And for a few days when I was alone, I found out after looking at the door that they were hitting my deadbolt and it was off center. Even after it was replaced, the damage couldn't be fixed. It stopped after a little while and the woman moved out almost immediately after all that. I don't want to feed my paranoia, but something obviously wasn't right. I know I should have called the police, but I have horrific phone anxiety. Everyone thought I was overreacting. The police in my town are relatively useless. Also, that maintenance man was rehired and was the only one who replaced my deadbolt, insisting he kept the extra key despite never needing the old. My new house is much safer, thankfully. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stories. Thank you so much for listening. Now, huge thanks to the Redditors who have participated in today's stories and granted me permission to narrate them. I appreciate this a lot. Now, once more, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stories, so I'll see you guys in the next video. So, don't forget to sit back, relax, and indulge in fear.